Welcome to Down the River Podcast, Episode 4. My name is Landon Little.
And this is Brent Clark.
And today we are with a shop called Mr. Polymath. And today we have Thomas. If you just want to give us a little background about you and your business partner, which he couldn't make it today.
Yes, sir. I'm Thomas Harbor. Business partner is Chris Church. And we've been great friends for over 28 years and both wanted to go into business. I have a background in finance, and he's brains as far as retail goes. He proposed the idea a little over 2 years ago. And we started October of 2016. So we've operated since then out of the City Exchange. We're Mr. Polymath. We focus on grooming products for men. It's a men's store. We saw that there was nothing like this in Fort Wayne. So saw the need, and we decided to take action and fill the need for men in Fort Wayne.
Now, you guys have more than just the grooming. I've seen, like, on your guys' Instagram and stuff that you guys have, like, sometimes you get some cool, like, industrial stuff. And what really intrigued me about your guys' business was you guys had I think it was a solid brass bottle opener.
Yes.
That I thought was really cool. Like, that was like, I was gonna get it because you had it for your Father's Day, and I was gonna stop down and get it, but I never made it, and plus my dad would have probably lost it realistically. So where do you get where do you get like some of those products? Like, do you get them like locally, or do you?
Chris finds everything online. We do focus on U.S. made, so he does research on all these companies. We want U.S. made, U.S. based companies, and that was a solid brass, half pound of brass. And then once we purchased it through our vendor, we were actually told that it was made here in Fort Wayne.
Oh, awesome.
And they said they usually don't tell people that, but since we were purchasing it and we were located in Fort Wayne, that was actually a piece that was made in Fort Wayne.
Very coal. So now, was that like a one-off piece that you found, or is it something you're going to continue to keep?
That was something we had about the first year or year and a half. So we just stopped carrying it recently because we like to keep introducing new things. So we are grooming and gifts, like you said. We are beyond just the grooming products. We have all kinds of arrays of things. We even do vintage. I don't know if either one of you have seen any of our vintage products we get in. But he goes to sales, does a lot of estate sales, stuff like that, just looking for things that might interest people.
Right, so one of the things I saw on your website was the Zollinger Pistons program.
Yes.
So what year was that?
I don't recall what year the program is, but yeah, he just finds stuff like that all the time.
Great.
It's just cool. It's just cool, man cave kind of stuff, and you wouldn't really expect if anybody has been down to the City Exchange stores. You got your stores up in the front, which is kind of like I know my girlfriend's always looking at those stores and stuff, which kind of drawed me in there, and that's when I saw Mr. Polymath being a guy and stuff. It gave me something to look to while she was looking at some of the other stores there. How did you guys come into like finding out about the City Exchange shops and renting out the space there?
Well, we really wanted to be downtown. It's growing. It's ever growing. Fort Wayne downtown's growing. So we just kept looking around, and honestly just happened upon it, to be honest with you. Went in, checked it out, talked to a few of the shop owners at the time, just getting their opinion of the feel there. That's really how we found it, and then started to pursue an open space that they had. That's how we ended up settling there.
Very cool. So where'd the idea for, the men's grooming thing come from?
Honestly, this is all my business partner, Chris. He is the brains behind our products. The grooming products just seem to be our hot seller. Okay. That wasn't our biggest focus when we started. It's still not the only focus, but we're focusing more and more on that because we've noticed that that's a product that seems to fly off the shelves a little more quicker than some of the other things might.
Yeah, I did see the safety razors.
Yes.
The single blade. I am a very big fan. You probably wouldn't tell. I'm rocking a beard, but when I do shave once a millennia, that's what I use. I mean, the Badger tip brushes, they work. I mean, for me, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and we just don't want to be known as a men's gift shop.
Sure.
So that was part of the emphasis we started putting on grooming as well.
Yeah, they're definitely well-made product materials. It's not buy it. You're going to spend $20, $30, but it's going to last you a long time. Like they're quality products from what I've seen down there. I'm not a big beard guy myself, but I'm sure that Brent could attest if he used them.
Oh yeah, we have synthetic brushes. We have the Badger brushes. We've gotten a few boar ones in, just because different people don't want the Badger.
They have the different
they'll-
likes and
Yep,
dislikes.
everyone's preferences. But we do get top of the line stuff for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, all the grooming stuff's fantastic. But so, what were some of your struggles when you started? So, how long have you guys been actually in the city
At
shop
that
right there?
location.
Since October of 2016, so
Okay.
just about a year and a half.
Yeah, so
And this was the first location. This is it. This is how we started.
this is the thing. So what were some of your struggles getting into it?
Starting a business, is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just jumping
Okay.
in.
Just figuring out how to do it exactly. I mean, you can read about it. We talked a little bit about that before we started this podcast.
you can Google it, you can read
Yeah.
it, but there's not.
There's
just-
no magic bullet.
There's no. Yeah.
So, researching what you need to do. There's even companies that will file a lot of the paperwork for you, and you can go through them, or you can read their bios and their breakouts and then do it yourself and save a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we did it. And it was researched. Like I said, he proposed it to me over 2 years ago. It's going on 2 years and 3 months or so. It was December of 15. So we took a good 9-10 months before we opened up, with thinking about it, thoughts, finding products, finding vendors, and just figuring out what exactly we wanted to do.
So what was it like working with the different vendors you source your products from?
At first, you never know how to ask questions, but I mean that's what they're used to. We want to do, obviously, if you're a retailer, you're going to do wholesale. But then dealing with the different vendors, when you say you want American made, and they're an American company, and they are emphasizing that they're American made, you still end up not being able to carry some products from some places.
Sure.
So that was a challenge, but that's just been a big focus of ours.
Very good. So did you write a business plan before you jumped in? Did you have anything on paper, or you just took a leap of faith?
We wrote a business plan, but that's probably because that's more my background. So it was a pretty generic, big picture business plan, not down to the nitty gritty details.
The profits and
Yeah.
how much money you're trying to pull in each month and your sales and all that.
Yeah, not to that detail.
Yeah.
But just an overall general business plan. And people like to see that if you're going to propose that you rent from them, and even your new suppliers. Like if you're not established yet, a lot of places will ask you if you're brick and mortar, and they don't want to sell to you if you only sell online, that you buy from, because then you're competing directly with them. So we had the business plan before we even opened, so that helped bridge the gap that we might have had with a lot of suppliers.
Very interesting.
Do you guys have like an online like market? I looked at your website briefly, but is there like an online market that you can like buy and ship from? Like if somebody's listening to the podcast and they live in like Auburn or something and they want to definitely check out your stuff, is there a place for them to go and be able to either like buy it and reserve it until they can get it, or buy and have it shipped?
Right now, the website, we're getting that up and running, and I believe that's the one you're referencing. You can buy there, and we will ship it to you. But we also say anything that you see, if you see us on Facebook or Instagram, if you contact us, we can work out a shipping arrangement if it's not on the website.
Awesome.
Very neat. So what are the big plans for the future going forward?
Well, we always liked the old barbershop type feels, the 1920s to 50s era. The City Exchange is a more sleek, modern look than we were
Yeah.
originally going for, which it's a great place. But that would be a goal, get into a more older looking gentleman's type club, being the ones in England that you
Yeah.
used to have.
More brick walls and
Correct.
hardwood floors and that
Correct.
gritty look.
So that's more the look we're going for, and that's the goal for the future, to be larger, expand, get that look, that feel.
Well, you guys aren't too far down from JK's. You go steal some wood paneling.
Yeah.
Get some
Yeah.
reclaimed wood or something
Yeah,
and
we'll just call it
start
reclaim
building.
Well, we
If
do
you're
actually.
listening, we're not condoning this.
Well, we do actually have a large piece we just got from the Wood Shack, a piece of the old gymnasium floor that the police academy was
I
in,
saw that.
and we're not quite sure what we're going to do with it yet. But that's
Hold
one of
on
those
to it
things.
because it's really cool. Because I think I saw that on one of your socials.
We're thinking about making some coasters out of it. We're not sure.
Yeah, I saw a place in when I was in Toronto that had a piece of hardwood floor. I don't know where it was from, but that was like the centerpiece of. It was like a drink shop, and I can't remember the name. It had something to do with basketball, but like that was like their main focus when you walked in was that hardwood floor up on the wall. They didn't touch it. It was just cool just seeing it up there. So I mean that could be an option for when you do get into your new building or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a good piece.
Yeah. Do you see in the future, like do you see yourself actually having like potentially a barber shop? Like, because I know with like some barber shops and stuff, they would like rent out chairs so you could have like your shop in the front, and then like you could have people rent out your chairs so people could go. Because that's something that you do not see in Fort Wayne is like those beard trimming places. And like if you go to LA or New York, you have places that like specialize in beards. Do you see yourself getting into that kind of work in the future?
It's actually funny you asked that because we're talking to a barber that if we do end up moving, that we may want to team up with and have at least a chair on site.
That would be awesome.
I don't think anybody's getting close to me with a straight razor, but it would be pretty cool. So with all the riverfront development going on, I mean, they're definitely doing construction right down here on
Right down
Wayne.
the road.
What are your hopes for the downtown in the future?
Oh, that'll just keep growing and get back to the feel it used to have before any of us were alive, sitting in this room. Just that downtown happens and keeps happening past the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, the commuter feel of Fort Wayne can sometimes be pretty rough. I mean, 5 o'clock, people clear out, and you really don't see much.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I even talk to people that work a block away from the City Exchange, and they don't know that it's there.
So bringing that up, that's a good thing. Until Landon actually brought it up to me, and then I went home and talked to my wife, who called me an idiot for not knowing it was there. I had no idea. So where's the entrance to where you're at?
So it is, if you're facing J.K. O'Donnell's,
Okay.
if you go 2 doors down to your right towards Harrison Street, it'll be the second to last door. The last door is where the fine just moved into. So the second to last door will be the City Exchange. And you do need to walk in. There'll be a first set of doors. You'll be in a little lobby, and then there'll be an orange door to the left, and that's the City Exchange. There's also an entrance straight into Poptique. And from there you can
that's a next door.
Yeah, that's a store inside the City Exchange. From there you can even access the rest of the exchange as well.
Very good to know. My wife is obsessed with popcorn, so I can just sneak through.
Yeah, sneak through and head to the back. That's what I'm saying. They got their unique feel back there, and they're just back there on like the left, and then they're on the right hand side once you get back there. I mean, you can't miss it. They got a big old smiley Blackbeard looking guy with the open sign in his teeth. Where did you get? You guys got that made, didn't you?
Yeah, we had it custom made. The old 5 and Dime sign company in Fort Wayne. We got them to make that for us.
Yeah, that was real cool. I see that on in their front window, and it kind of just draws you in because it's like that cartoony. It's like the 80s, 90s, or it's like that 60s feel
Very
cartoony.
Popeye feel to it.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's really cool, and that's the kind of feel that you kind of get in there and get that.
The nostalgia.
Yeah, well, not for me, but I mean, it's coming back
get to
around.
be my age.
It's coming back around. Do you feel that there's like a sudden? What is your feelings on the sudden shift of this beard culture? Because kind of seeing pictures of my dads and uncles in the early 2000s, late 90s, it was they didn't have any kind of style when it came to beard or anything. And nowadays you see it on everything, and you see big Instagram accounts where they're doing beard styling. How do you feel that you guys are getting a jump kind of on the potential oncoming competition that could arise in Fort Wayne?
Well, I think we're definitely the first in Fort Wayne to be carrying these products for sure. So we have that edge. Getting our name out there will help. And like you said, it's definitely up and coming. We get a lot of people that say, "Oh, my grandpa did this, and I want to get into it." So it's usually not my dad did this. If they're people in their 30s, it's usually their grandfather was using these razors or products. But yeah, I think we have I think we're ahead of the curve as far as Fort Wayne goes for carrying these products.
Yeah, it was pretty nice seeing some like different kinds of beard oils and beard balms and stuff because I had no idea. And then you go in there and then you actually find some way different products besides your local regular stores that you go to.
Yeah, and then we even carry. I mean, we don't want to discount everything else we carry. We have all the pomades, like you said. We have some good wallets that are made from repurposed sailboat sails.
I saw those. Those are pretty slick.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. And we carry a what else? Field notes. I think we're the only place in northern Indiana that carries field notes. And then we have different playing cards, a company we use. We have a WP, does barware. So we have some barware that we usually have on and off different times. We get some amazing caramels that are made in Nashville, Tennessee, small batch caramels. So they're creamy, really creamy, not so chewy and hard like some might be. We even do slingshots and some toys for younger
Cool,
at heart. And there is felt and wooden ammo, so you can use it inside if you're
good.
if parents approve.
They didn't have those back. I used the lead balls back in the day.
Yeah. Ball bearings.
That was outside only. So that's good. That's good that you're introducing kind of like a safety aspect with some of that stuff.
So what are some things that you're hoping to grab in the future to start offering, or can you tell us?
We'll leave that up to surprise. We'll leave that for a surprise.
Okay. So for people who have visited and haven't been back, how often do you kind of turn I don't know how to say it other than the crazy stuff you get?
I would say crazy stuff. We have a few people that used to come in weekly. Would come in weekly sometimes, and we would almost hide the new stuff, just kind of like a game. He would play with them, and they would walk around and find it.
Stuff.
I mean, you can blend it in pretty well with the other stuff, and it's hard to find. But yeah, you can come every couple of weeks, and I'm almost guarantee we'll have some new vintage products, or even new product lines.
You post all that to your socials and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's one thing that if you guys are interested in finding out about this, definitely go find their social media accounts on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram's where I found them. I just searched like the hashtag Fort Wayne or downtown Fort Wayne, and that's how they popped up. They kind of drove my eye to that Father's Day gift that I was talking about earlier. But yeah, anybody looking for any kind of cool different stuff, like he was talking about that sailboat wallet I was looking at. It's very cool material. It's very unique too to Fort Wayne. I don't think you can really find anything. I know at the mall, if you go to the mall, there's nothing there that compares.
I tell you what, I bought a wallet maybe a month ago, and it took me weeks to find one that was decent. I mean, they're all poorly made, quote unquote leather. I mean, if I'd have seen a sailboat wallet, I probably would have bought the thing.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite item that you have had at the shop, that like something that didn't just look cool but also had a story to it that you've sold or have?
Well, one of my personal favorite things is we have a solid cologne. And that's something that we get a lot of comments about that you see for women with perfumes, but a lot of people say they've never seen solid colognes for men. And one of the funny things is, and if you're a person that's done this in the store, we're not making fun of you, but at least half the people that first approach the testers have a hard time opening them. It's a cool little case. It's a nickel brushed exterior case, so you can throw this little solid cologne in your pocket, carry it around. We have a few people that say they do that. That's one of my favorite products that we carry.
Solid, like what's a solid cologne? Like is that just something you just carry it and it's just that?
You can no, you actually wear it, but it's a solid, so it's not, you don't spray it on or dab it on. You just open the little case up, almost like a chapstick type texture. You just rub a little on your finger, put it wherever you want. It does last all day. The scent lasts all day.
I never knew about that. I've never heard of anything like that.
I've ever used solid cologne. I can't say I use cologne to begin with, though.
I mean, I have, but solid cologne would probably be a little better because it's got that hold, it seems like.
Yeah, it's easy to travel too, or you can carry it around anywhere.
Yeah, not worry about it leaking and stuff and cap falling off. Ugh.
Very nice.
That's all you need is going on a work trip or something, or going on a date night and that spraying too much or something on you.
Yeah, it's definitely not your spray bottle of Axe.
That'd be terrible. Don't do that. Go to Mr. Polymath and get your solid
Get
cologne.
some real cologne.
All right.
Come on, guys. Date night. Go get some.
You can thank
solid
us. You can thank
cologne.
Mr. Polymath, and your date will thank you later.
Yeah. Don't use Axe body spray unless they want to sponsor us.
All right. Coming up on 30 minutes here. Is there anything else that you wanted to put into it? Anything that you think your business partner would want to add or something? I know he couldn't be here, and hopefully, in the future, once you guys get going on and stuff, and we get going on, and we can have you both back.
Oh, definitely.
Is there anything else that you would want to add or plug or?
ABP, always be plugging. That's our motto.
I would say just if you listen to this, haven't gone downtown, at least come down and check out the City Exchange. There's a lot of great shops.
So what days are you open?
Oh, great point. We are open. The whole exchange is open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6.
Okay, no Sunday, Monday, so don't try it.
Mr.
Websites.
Mr. Polymath on Facebook and Instagram. Are you guys on Twitter?
We are not.
Okay. And then what is your website? Because I kind of had trouble. I found it on your Facebook, but what's the address?
It
for
is Mr. Mr. Period Polymath.com.
that? Okay. I don't know why I couldn't find it.
We're
technology.
I'm
Poor.
technologically impaired.
Yeah.
and it's new, so that might be
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of the thing as well.
Yeah, no, we just launched our website, last Friday?
Yeah.
And, SEO, search engine optimization, it's real. If you do it right, it's great. If not, you're page 10 of Google. I think we're only 4 down. Four on the first page, so I'll count it.
That's pretty good.
So where else can we reach you? What's the best way to reach you guys?
Best way
If
to
somebody has
contact.
questions, comments.
Questions, comments, probably be Facebook. That's monitored pretty regularly.
Okay.
Stop in the store.
Always stop in the store.
Stop in the store first if you're in the area, then go to their Facebook. Because they're great people down there, and like I'm saying, you gotta go down there and check it out. There's no other place like it in Fort Wayne with that kind of that type of items that you can get there. It's just some quality stuff that you could probably go on Amazon and stuff and find it, but it's not, you're not going to get that same kind of feel. You're not going to get the story behind the item. The guys are very knowledgeable about what they're selling, and it's a lot of U.S. made product too.
And ladies, if you're listening, my wife, we do love these kind of things. So go in there, Valentine's Day is over, so we miss that. But there's always some reason to buy your significant other something. So get in there.
All right. I think that'll do it for us. You got anything else? Anything else you want to put in there? Or?
Just thank you. We appreciate it. And we'd love to come back at some point as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'd definitely love to have you guys both back whenever time works out or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thank you, Thomas.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to the podcast. I hope you really, really loved it. You guys know we are trying to bring our best to the podcast. So whether you are walking your dog, traveling to or from work, or just cleaning the house, I hope this brought just a little bit of value to your day. Since we are new, it would be greatly appreciated if you could share this or just tell a friend about us. Thank you guys.